The drama starts at Xinhua Group's school, where only super rich children study. A scene is shown where a boy receives a red card from F4, after which everyone starts bullying him. Troubled by F4, the boy is about to commit suicide when the female lead, Jandy, who is a dry cleaner's daughter, stops him from doing so. So, that boy says, "Have you heard the name F4? Jandy says, "What is F4? So he says, "When you get a red card from them, the whole school starts bothering you." Jandy says in shock, "But how can you let something bad happen to you? If I were in your place, I would have taught them a lesson." That boy starts smiling and says, "You are quite lucky that you are not a student here." Then he starts to jump, but Jandy catches him, after which her pictures are published in the newspapers, and she becomes very famous. Everyone starts talking about her. In the next scene, Jandy is at her part-time job, so her friend tells her, "Your name has been written in the newspaper as Wonder Woman who saved a boy's life." She then asks Jandy, "This F4 group has very handsome boys. That's why the group's name is Flower 4. Jandy says, instead of Flower 4, this group's name should be Fly 4, because they only deserve that name, at which she starts smiling. After this, people are talking against Xinhua Group, so to stop them, the CEO of Xinhua Group decides that the one who created this problem will solve it. Therefore, she tells her manager, "Get Jandy admitted to the school." Then the CEO's manager talks to Jandy's mom and dad. When Jandy finds out about this, she refuses to take admission in that school, but Jandy's mom and dad pressure her a lot, to which Jandy has to agree. The next day, when Jandy goes to school in her dad's car, her dad comes out of the car and wishes her the best of luck. Then a voice starts coming from their car, "Get your dry cleaning done," because her dad uses this same band for his job. All the students outside the school start laughing, which makes Jandy feel very embarrassed. After this, we see the male lead, Junpyo, who comes to school in a helicopter. Meanwhile, Jandy is looking for the swimming pool. The school is quite large, so Jandy goes towards the jungle, where she sees a boy playing the violin, who is our second male lead, Jihu. Jandy asks him about the swimming pool, so he tells her. Then Jandy says sorry to him and leaves. Then F4 makes a grand entry into the school, and everyone comes out to see them. Jandy also comes out and is watching them. Just then, Junpyo tells a boy, "You have 3 seconds. Then, he spills juice on that boy. Jandy is shocked to see this. She says, even a crazy person doesn't do something like this. Just then, 3 girls who are big fans of F4 come to her and warn Jandy, "Don't speak ill of F4. Jandy says, "Oh, so these 4 rude boys are F4. Those girls say, "Next time, think before you speak, or it will be very bad. Today is your first day here, so we are letting you go. Be careful in the future." In the next scene, Jandy is with her brother. Her brother is researching the F4 boys. He tells her, Junpyo's mom is the owner of Korea's best construction company. They have many clubs and restaurants. Jong is a famous artist, and his grandpa also has a museum. Then, he tells about Jihu. He plays the violin very well. His family is also very wealthy. Then he also tells about Song. His parents are politicians. The next day, Jandy goes to the school terrace and shouts, "F4, you guys are worse than flies. You are so arrogant just because of your money." Just then, Jihu comes in front of her. He tells her, "You make so much noise. You've disturbed my sleep." So Jandy says sorry to him. "I thought no one was here." At lunchtime, Jandy eats food from her tiffin, so those 3 girls make fun of her, saying, "Your food smells bad." Just then, a new girl who has come from abroad tells Jandy, "Can I taste your food?" After which, we see she becomes Jandy's friend. Then, Jandy is at her part-time job and she tells her friend about that girl. She has come from Germany and her name is Minji. Her friend is happy for her that Jandy has made a friend in school. In the next scene, a girl proposes to Junpyo by giving him a cake, but he smashes the cake on her face in front of everyone. Everyone makes fun of that girl. Jandy gets angry seeing all this, but she doesn't say anything to him. In the next scene, Jandy's friend is eating ice cream in the ground when by mistake, it falls on Junpyo's shoes. That girl apologizes for this. "I will do whatever you say." So Junpyo says, "Then lick it clean." Jandy comes forward and says, "She was saying sorry." So Junpyo tells her, "Who are you?" Jandy says, "She is my friend." So Junpyo says, "Let's see how strong your friendship with her is. Therefore, you will now lick this clean." Jandy is shocked, so he says, "Then I will forgive this girl." But Jandy, instead, throws the ice cream on Junpyo's face. Junpyo's friends start laughing, which makes him feel very insulted. Then he decides that he will take revenge for this insult. The next day, Jandy gets F4's red card from her locker. But Jandy doesn't understand this card, so she takes the card off and throws it away. Then when Jandy goes to the classroom, her desk is not there. Her books are scattered all over the classroom. Then students come and throw eggs and flour on Jandy and make fun of her. A boy is also making a video of her, which Junpyo is happy to see. Junpyo thinks Jandy will now come and apologize, but Jandy doesn't come. Jandy runs from the students, goes to the rooftop and shouts, "Why should I apologize to him? I haven't done anything wrong." Then she says to herself, "These kids wasted so much egg and flour. So many pancakes could have been made from it." Just then, Ji-hoo comes in front of her and says, "Why do you always keep shouting like this? You were talking about pancakes? Do you know how to make them?" Jandy then tells him the recipe. Ji-hoo takes out his handkerchief, cleans Jandy's face and clothes, and gives her the handkerchief, saying, "Keep this." Jandy says, "I will return it to you." But Ji-hoo says, "I won't come here anymore. Because of someone, there will be no peace here." Then when she goes to the classroom, her friend has left a letter. "Forgive me, I couldn't stand up for you." She had also left a dress and a gift for Jandy. Jandy is happy to see all this and forgives her friend. In the next scene, Jandy is eating at home, so her mom scolds her. "You should be on a diet. What will you do by eating like this? You will become fat. Then how will a rich boy like you?" But Jandy doesn't listen to her. In the next scene, when Jandy goes for a swim, she sees that the pool is very dirty. So Jandy starts shouting in anger, "Junpyo has done this." Meanwhile, Junpyo is also smiling, thinking about her situation. His friends say, "This is the first girl who has messed with Junpyo." On the other side, Jandy is taking out all the garbage and bottles from the pool. After this, when she is putting her things in the locker before going home, some boys start to tease her. Just then, Ji-hoo comes there and tells Jandy, "The plain cake from your recipe didn't turn out right. It didn't rise at all." So Jandy says, "You must not have added baking powder." He says, "Maybe." Then he shoos those boys away from there. Jandy says thanks, but Ji-hoo says, "I am not helping you. I just don't like such actions." Then those boys go and tell Junpyo that Ji-hoo came and saved that girl. So Junpyo says, "I didn't send you people to bother her, but to scare her, so that she would admit her mistake and say sorry to me." And then he gets angry at those boys and sends them away. In the next scene, Jandy is telling her friend all this, so her friend says, "The boys of the F4 group are so bad." Jandy says, "Not all are bad. One of them has a very good heart, and that is Ji-hoo." In the next scene, when Jandy is going home, she sees a poster of her favorite model. She goes closer and sees Ji-hoo looking at the model and touching her glass poster. Jandy goes to him and says, "Is she your favorite too?" Ji-hoo says, "Yes." So Jandy takes out a tissue and starts cleaning that glass, saying, "Touching this can make your hands dirty." Then, praising that model, she says, "She is as beautiful as a fairy. Her heart is also very kind. Most of what she earns from modeling, she donates." Ji-hoo asks, "Do you know her?" Jandy says, "Yes, she is my ideal. I want her to marry a prince or a politician who becomes president so that she can share more happiness with others." Hearing this, Ji-hoo gets angry and leaves from there. In the next scene, Jandy's brother tells her that someone has posted news that a girl from your school is pregnant. Jandy is shocked to hear this. Then when she goes to school, the girls there start talking. Looking at her, she looks so innocent, but she is not. Then in the class, Jandy is shocked to see the words written on the board. Meanwhile, Junpyo tells his friends, now that girl has realized her mistake. Ji-hoo says, "You should stop bothering that girl." But he says, "She doesn't have the manners to talk to others, so I have to teach her a lesson." On the other side, Jandy cleans the board, and Junpyo's fangirls come and say, "What will you take for the phone on which this news is spread that the pregnant girl is Jandy?" After thinking for a bit, Jandy goes to Junpyo in anger, so he says, "You are quite late in apologizing." Jandy says, "I will not tolerate this anymore." And then, shouting, she kicks him in the face and says, "How dare you spread dirty things about me? I don't even have a boyfriend. If you don't stop now, I will not spare you." In the next scene, Junpyo tells his friends, "That girl definitely loves me." His friends say, "It seems you have lost your mind." Junpyo says, "You people call yourselves love gurus. Don't you even know that a girl's no has a yes hidden in it? Just think, she didn't want her crush, meaning me, to misunderstand her. So she came to tell me herself that I am innocent, and she wants me to be her first boyfriend." In the next scene, when Jandy comes to school, some people make her unconscious and kidnap her. When Jandy regains consciousness, she sees some girls massaging her. Then they do Jandy's makeup and tell her to wear a beautiful dress. Then Jandy comes out and sees that it is a very big house. A man tells her, "This is the first time the owner of this house has invited a girl home, so everyone is finding it strange." Then that man takes Jandy to a room where she is shocked to see Junpyo. Jandy asks him, "Why did you kidnap me?" So Junpyo says, "You like me, so why don't you just say it straight?" To which Jandy says, "Stop talking nonsense. You have committed a crime by kidnapping me." So he says, "There is no one here, so you can confess your feelings to me." Jandy says, "I think you are crazy." She starts to leave from there. So Junpyo says, "I have spent 100 million on you." Jandy, in shock, takes off the jewelry and throws it there. Then she puts on her uniform and comes out from there. She sees that this house is very beautiful. Jandy says to herself, "But why couldn't I answer his question?" Then we are shown a back scene where Jandy had told Junpyo, Friends cannot be bought with money. To make friends with someone, you have to make yourself worthy of it. Junpyo says, there is no such thing that cannot be bought with money. Is there anything in the world that cannot be bought with money? You tell me. Yeondy was lost in thought. In the present, Yeondy comes out of Junpyo's house, and her eyes fall on her shoes, which Junpyo had given her. So she angrily takes them off and throws them inside his house. Just then, Ji-hoo comes there. He sees Jandy without shoes and asks, what are you doing here like this? So she says, an incident happened to me. Ji-hoo smiles at her words. So Jandy says, why are you laughing? He says, you always meet me in some incident or the other. Then Jandy tells him, is there anything in the world that cannot be bought with money? Ji-hoo says, I think air. So Jandy smiles. Yes, I hadn't even thought about that. Ji-hoo pats her on the head and says, you are really very sweet. Then he takes out shoes from his bag and gives them to her. The next day, Jandy cleans Ji-hoo's shoes well and takes them to the terrace to return them to him. But Ji-hoo is not there. Then she goes to their club. Just then, Jong and Song come there. So Jandy gives them the shoes. Give these to Ji-hoo. She then starts to leave, but they stop her for tea. On TV, Jandy's favorite model, Se-hyun, is shown. So Jong says, I heard that Se-hyun is coming back. Ji-hoo will be happy. Then, Jandy asks them, do Ji-hoo and Se-hyun know each other? So Song tells her, when Ji-hoo was 5 years old, his parents had an accident. He was left alone, so he went into depression. It was Se-hyun who brought him out of that phase. That's why she is very important to Ji-hoo. She is his first love and friend. Hearing this whole story, Jandy becomes sad. In the next scene, we see Jandy playing in the ground with everyone. Suddenly, she thinks of Ji-hoo, due to which she doesn't see the ball coming towards her. And that ball hits her nose, causing blood to come out of her nose. Junpyo sees all this. Then when Yeondy is washing her face in the washroom, just then, Junpyo comes to her. He cleans her blood and tells her, I don't like you crying. So Jandy says, you also enjoy making me cry? Junpyo says, I came to help you and you are calling me bad. So Yeondy says, who asked you to help me? If I were dying and you were the last person in the world, I still wouldn't ask for your help. Then Junpyo stops her and asks, why do you hate me? I am handsome and rich, so what don't you like about me? Jandy says, I hate you from every angle. From your face, from your walk, everything. I also hate your clothes. When you are happy after troubling weak kids by giving them red cards, my hatred increases. She says this and leaves from there. In the next scene, Junpyo finds out about the school trip, so an idea comes to his mind. Meanwhile, Jandy doesn't have money to go on the trip, so she decides not to go. So her friend makes a boating plan for her. In the next scene, we see Junpyo at the port with all the students for the trip, where he is waiting for Jandy to arrive, but Jandy doesn't come. Meanwhile, Ji-hoo has come to pick up Se-hyun from the airport, who is very happy to see him. Meanwhile, on the ship, Junpyo finds out that Jandy has gone on another trip with her friend, so he also takes the ship to her side, where we see Jandy with her friend on a boat. Jandy is shocked to see Junpyo on the ship. She says, you guys were going north, right? So Junpyo says, we have been there before, so we came here. What a coincidence, you also met us here. He then spills water on them from the ship, due to which Jandy and her friend get completely drenched. In the evening, she comes to the port, where Jandy sees Ji-hoo with Se-hyun. Se-hyun is meeting everyone. Just then, Junpyo comes and tells Jandy, if you want to come with us, you can, but Jandy refuses him. Just then, Ji-hoo comes and tells her, there is a party tomorrow. I invite you to it, you must come. Then Jandy's female classmates also tell her to come. They also tell her, wear this kind of dress. Everyone there will be wearing a similar dress. The next day, when Jandy comes to the party ready, she is very nervous. Meanwhile, Junpyo is waiting for her. Jandy understands, by looking at all the girls dressing there, that those girls lied to her. To save herself from embarrassment, she hides under the table, but those girls find her. They start to take off Jandy's coat. Jandy refuses, but they push Jandy down, due to which Jandy's coat comes off, revealing her dress, which she had worn on the suggestion of those girls, the Wonder Woman dress. Now, the same girls start making fun of her. So Junpyo is about to go to her, but he sees Ji-hoo going to her and putting his coat on her. Se-hyun also starts cleaning her with a tissue. Then she tells those girls, I know you people did this, but by doing so, your low class is showing. Then she tells Ji-hoo, take Jandy to my room. Then Se-hyun gives Jandy her dress to wear and gets her ready. Jandy thanks her, so Se-hyun says, I like to help others. Besides, you are Ji-hoo's friend, which means you are my friend too. I think you are special to him. Then Se-hyun talks to her about Junpyo. I have heard that you have become a hotcake for him. Actually,
if you like this
Junpyo
video,
is
please
very
don't
lonely.
forget to like,
overcome
subscribe,
his
and share
loneliness,
this video.
he does all this. Jandy says, I can't believe he is lonely. So Se-hyun says, he stays with his family for 1 month and a year. No one has ever seen him as a son or a friend. Everyone treats him like the company's heir. I like you a lot, so I will always support you. Then she puts her shoes on Jandy, so Jandy says, "These are so beautiful." So Sehyoon says, "Shoes are very important for girls because good shoes take you to good places." Then Sehyoon brings Jandy down to the party with her, where everyone is shocked to see her. Then Ji-hoo extends his hand in front of Jandy for a dance. So Junpyo starts looking at them shockingly. Meanwhile, Jandy happily holds his hand. Then they both start dancing, but Junpyo starts feeling jealous, so he leaves from there. After the party, when Yeonmi is going home, she hears someone falling from the poolside. Meanwhile, Jung goes to the party and tells everyone that Junpyo has fallen into the pool. He doesn't know how to swim. By the time they all reach there, Yeonmi has already taken Junpyo out of the water. She is trying to bring him to his senses. When he can't breathe, Yeonmi is about to give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation when Junpyo opens his eyes and is about to kiss her. But Yeonmi pushes him back and gets up from beside him. She gets angry at him and says, "You are very deceitful." Junpyo starts smiling as he watches her go. The next day, Ji-hoo is playing the violin. He is very sad, so by mistake, his finger gets cut and blood starts coming out. Just then, Johnny comes there and starts putting a bandage on his finger. But just then, Junpyo's fangirls take pictures of them. They go and show those photos to Junpyo. One girl says, "That girl is very greedy. Her eyes are on the boy's money." Junpyo gets angry at that girl and breaks her mobile. After this, Johnny comes to Ji-hoo, but she can't see him. Just then, Junpyo comes in front of her. Jandy sees him and starts to leave, but Junpyo holds her hand. Junpyo tries to kiss her forcefully. Jandy starts crying, so Junpyo says, "You hate me so much," and leaves from there. In the next scene, Jandy gets a party invitation from Sehyoon. Then she also sends a dress for Jandy, which makes Jandy and her parents very happy. In the next scene, Jandy has come to the party. Then Sehyoon comes there. Ji-hoo plays the violin. After this, Sehyoon cuts the cake, but Ji-hoo then leaves from there. Sehyoon tells everyone, "I am going to Paris next week and may never come back. I will not take over my parents' law firm. Rather, I want to live my life my own way." Jandy understands the reason for Ji-hoo's sadness, so she starts going to him. She hears Ji-hoo and Sehyoon talking. She sees them both kissing and starts to leave from there. Just then, Junpyo comes in front of her. Just then, Sehyoon also comes out with Ji-hoo. So Johnny thanks Sehyoon for the invitation. Then Sehyoon asks her to go on a long drive with her and Ji-hoo, but Jandy refuses her. So Junpyo says, "Actually, we both were thinking of going on a drive too." Then, taking Jandy aside, Junpyo tells her, "My and your account is settled for you saving my life." In the next scene, we see Junpyo with Jandy in a bar, where Junpyo tells her, "Your heart must have been broken seeing them close so you can take out your anger here." Jandy says, "Why would I be angry? I can never be equal to Sehyoon. She is very beautiful." Junpyo says, "Yes, you are not like her, but you are not that bad either. There is something special about you. If you had met Ji-hoo before Jong, he would have liked you. You are not that beautiful, but you are the first girl in the world that I have noticed." Then he goes to the washroom. So Jandy mistakenly drinks the glass of water placed in front of her. By the time Junpyo comes to her, she is fully drunk because she has had a lot to drink. After which she tells Junpyo, "Today I am very sad because my heart is broken. But Junpyo, because you helped me, I have forgiven you." Then suddenly Jandy comes close to him and vomits on him. The next day, when Jandy wakes up, she finds out that she is at Junpyo's house. Then Junpyo reminds her of everything that happened that night, after which Jandy gets embarrassed. Jandy says sorry to him and says, "I should go home now." But just then, Junpyo's servant tells him about his mom's arrival, which shocks Junpyo, and he calls his friends to inform them. In next scene, they are all at Junpyo's house. They are thinking of an excuse to save Jandy. Just then, Junpyo's mom comes there. So Ji-hoo introduces Jandy as his friend. Then Junpyo's mom takes him along to an auction. Then we see all of them at the auction, where the swimming goggles of a famous swimming artist are brought. And Jandy is surprised to hear their price. Then, at the auction, Junpyo's mom tells him to get details about Jandy. In the next scene, we see Jandy at her house. She is looking at those swimming goggles. Just then, she remembers the scene when she was leaving Junpyo's house. Then she thanks Junpyo. Just then, Junpyo gives her the swimming goggles as a gift, which Jandy carefully keeps in her drawer. In next scene, Jandy sees Ji-hoo playing the violin while crying. So she also becomes sad. After this, Sehyoon comes to the school to meet Jandy. She tells Jandy, "I am leaving from here tomorrow." So Jandy asks her to stay, to which Sehyoon says, "I can't stay. On the other side, Ji-hoo also finds out about Se-hyun coming to school, so he starts going to her. There, Jandy sits down and requests Se-hyun not to leave from here. Se-hyun asks, "Are you doing all this for Ji-hoo?" So Jandy says, "I don't know much about him, but I know one thing, that you are very important to him. He has become very sad because of your departure. You are the only one who can make him happy." Then Se-hyun tells her, "Ji-hoo is very special to me, and I also know that I am very special to him too. That's why he would never want me to regret anything. That's why I have to leave from here." Then she gives shoes to Jandy and tells her, "I want you to be happy with Ji-hoo." In the next scene, when Jandy is going home, Ji-hoo comes in front of her and says, "Who told you to say all this to Se-hyun? Self-respect is also a thing." So Jandy says, "I know you are very sad, so I wanted to help you." But Ji-hoo tells her, "You have no connection with this, so stay away from me." In the next scene, we see Jandy sitting with Junpyo and his friends. Jandy asks Junpyo, "Should we hide our feelings from the one we love?" So he says, "No, we should not do that." In the next scene, they all have come to see off Se-hyun at the airport. Se-hyun, while leaving, is looking at Ji-hoo, who hadn't even come to see her off. Then Jong says, "I didn't think that Ji-hoo wouldn't even come to see off Se-hyun." So Junpyo says, "I told you, you people think I am stubborn, but he is more stubborn than me." Just then, Ji-hoo's voice comes from behind. He says, "It's a bad thing to talk ill of someone behind their back like this." Jong asks, "When did you come here?" So he says, "I have been here for 3 hours." So Jandy goes to him and says, "Then why have you come forward now? You should go and stop her. If she can't stay here with you, then you can go there with her." Just then, Ji-hoo laughingly shows his passport. "I am also going with her." Hearing this, everyone is shocked. Ji-hoo says, "This is all because of Jandy. Because of her, I understood that one should express what's in their heart. I am happy that you are my friend." Then he thanks Jandy and kisses her on the forehead. In the next scene, when Jandy is having lunch at school, Junpyo comes to her and asks her to go on a date with him tomorrow. The next day, Jandy goes for grocery shopping with her mom, where she takes a lot of time. After shopping, when she comes out, it is snowing outside.
If you like
Jandy
this
thinks
video,
of Junpyo,
please don't
so
forget
she
to like,
asks her
subscribe,
mom,
and share
"In
this
this weather,
video."
can someone get sick and wait?" So her mom says, "Yes, if their mind is disturbed." So Jandy tells her mom to go home and starts going to Junpyo. She sees Junpyo sitting outside in the snowfall, so she goes to him and says, "You are still here in this weather?" So he says, "Do you know what time it is?" So Jandy says, "I am also asking you the same thing. Why are you waiting here for so long?" So he says, "I told you to come on time." So Jandy says, "Did I tell you that I would come?" So he says, "Then why have you come?" She says, "I came to see if you were waiting for me. If I hadn't come, you would have kept waiting for me like this. It's so cold. Get up, I'll get you a hot drink." After this, they take a drink and come to the terrace of a hotel. Jandy says, "The view here is very good, that's why I brought you here." Then, they both are talking there when the hotel owner locks the door because he thinks no one is there. Then Jandy calls out a lot, but no one comes. Now neither of them had a mobile. Junpyo says, "Because of you, we both are stuck here." So Jandy says, "Not because of me, you are sitting outside in such cold." Then both sit in the side hall. Both are feeling very cold. Jandy says sorry to him. "Maybe this happened because of me." Just then, Junpyo falls on her. When Jandy checks him, he has a fever. He is also feeling cold. Jandy takes out a shawl from her bag and puts it on him. Then, both sleep there. The next morning, the watchman of that hotel comes and opens the door, and they both wake up. Then, Junpyo offers to drop Jandy home, but she refuses. "What will I tell my mom about where I spent the whole night?" So he says, "I'll tell you a good excuse." He comes close to her and is saying something in her ear. Just then, someone clicks pictures of both of them. After this, when Jandy goes home and says sorry to her mom for not coming home at night, her mom says, "You saved the life of the heir of Sinwa Group, so what's the need to apologize?" Then she shows her many dresses there that Junpyo had sent. The next day, when Jandy goes to school, the girls there are treating her very nicely now. Then Jandy sees her and Junpyo's photos on the TV screen inside and is shocked. She tells everyone, "There is no such relationship between me and Junpyo." But Junpyo says, "This is all true, she is my girlfriend," and then takes her away from there. We see Jandy's friend Minji, who doesn't like all this. In the next scene, Jandy has come out to hang out with Minji. Minji goes to dance, so Jandy stands there watching her in the club. She feels bored, so she goes to the terrace where a boy is playing the violin. So Jandy starts remembering Ji-hoo upon seeing him and starts drinking. When her drink is finished, that boy gives Jandy his drink. As soon as she drinks it, Jandy faints. In the morning, when she opens her eyes, she is shocked to see herself. On the other side, Junpyo has come to school in uniform with his hair straightened in a very stylish way. Meanwhile, when Jandy comes to school, Junpyo's fangirls catch her and start bullying her. They say, "Betraying Junpyo is betraying all of us." Jandy says, "I haven't done anything." So they show her pictures from last night that were taken by that boy when she was unconscious. Just then, Junpyo and his friends also come there. Jeonbi tells Junpyo, "This is not true. Someone is framing me." But Junpyo gets very angry seeing such pictures of her. He tells Jeonbi, "You are in these photos, so how is this a conspiracy? I can't believe you can stoop so low." So Jeonbi says, "Whether you believe it or not, I haven't done anything like that." So Junpyo says, "The face in this photo is yours, right?" So Jeonbi says, "Yes. It doesn't matter if you believe me or not, so from today, there is no relationship between us." In the next scene, Jeonbi goes to that club to check, but she doesn't find anything there. Then Song and Jong come to her part-time job. They ask her questions about the same. Jeonbi tells them everything. That in the morning, it was written on the mirror with lipstick, "Thanks for last night," which makes them suspect that besides Jeonbi and that boy, there was someone else in that room. Then Song notices a tattoo on that boy's arm, which helps them reach this boy. On the other side, when Jeonbi is about to go home, some boys push her off her cycle, causing her a lot of injuries. On the other side, Junpyo gets a room card. When Junpyo reaches that hotel, he sees photo of Jeonbi and that boy in that room. After which we see a girl coming there, who is Jeonbi's friend, Minji. She asks Junpyo, "Why are you so sad for that corrupt girl? She is not even worthy of you." Junpyo tells her, "You are her friend, so why did you do this to her?" She say, "She snatched you from me, so I had to do all this." Junpyo gets angry at her and leaves from there. Meanwhile, in school, those boys have burnt Jeonbi's cycle. They are also beating Jeonbi. Jeonbi remembers Ji-hoo, how he used to help her every time. She thinks, there is no one who can help me. Just then, Junpyo comes and tells everyone to stop and starts beating the boys. After this, he says sorry to Jeonbi and starts to pick her up and take her away. Jeonbi says, "I hadn't done anything. You don't trust me, right?" Junpyo says, "I trust you." After this, we see a scene of Junpyo's house, where Junpyo is cleaning Jeonbi's wounds and scolding her, "Why were you tolerating all this? You should have run away." Jeonbi starts fighting with him. Just then, Junpyo feels an attraction towards her lips while cleaning her face, so he tells her to clean it herself and leaves the room. In the next scene, Junpyo is in front of Minji. He looks at a photo album. Just then, we see a back scene. When they were all small, Minji was also their classmate in a kindergarten. Minji liked him. Once she helped Junpyo, because Junpyo was scared of flying insects. Just then, Junpyo sees a drawing in her hand, in which she has drawn herself as Junpyo's bride. He takes that drawing and throws it away, saying, "My bride cannot be this unpretty, so never come in front of me again." Minji tells Junpyo, "At that time, you don't know what trauma I went through. I lost my self-confidence. Then, on my parents' advice, I went to Germany. I had many cosmetic surgeries there and made myself beautiful for you." Junpyo says, "I don't remember anything from the past, so you can go now. You are still as unpretty now as you were before." Minji leaves from there, crying. The next day, when Yeonbi wakes up, she sees that Junpyo has ordered many cycles for her from his servant, so that she can keep whichever she wants. Jeonbi is shocked to see their prices. Meanwhile, Junpyo has gone to Jeonbi's house. Those people are very happy to see the heir of Shinhwa Group in their house. Then when Jeonbi goes to school, she finds out that her friend Minji was the one who did all this to her. So she feels very hurt. Girls are talking bad things about Minji, so Jeonbi speaks in support of Minji to all of them. Meanwhile, we see Minji outside the class who is listening to all this. When Jeonbi goes out, Minji comes and says sorry to her. So Jeonbi slaps her and tells her, "I will never forgive you." After this, we see Minji leaving the school. Jeonbi comes to the class and finds the stuffed toy given by Minji, in which she had recorded, "Jeonbi, forgive me." In the next scene, Junpyo announces Jeonbi as his girlfriend in front of all the students and
If you
says,
like this video,
"From now
please
on,
don't
no
forget to
one will
like,
bother or
subscribe, and
tease
share
her."
this video.
Just then, Ji-hoo arrives there, and everyone is very happy to see him. In the next scene, when Jeonbi goes home, there are many new things there. Her mom tells her that Yoonpyo has sent all this. Jeonbi tells them, "You should have returned all this." But she says, "We wanted to return it, but the delivery boys left them and went away." Then Jeonbi goes and talks to Junpyo. "Why did you send all that to my house? I have no interest in those things. You can't buy friendship with money, I told you before. I don't know what kind of girls you have dated before, but I am not like them." Junpyo says, "I haven't dated any girl before this, so I am trying to be a good boyfriend." In the next scene, Jeonbi is sitting on the terrace, hiding from everyone in school. Just then, Ji-hoo also comes there. So Jeonbi asks him, "When are you going back?" He says, "Never." He says, "You are dating Junpyo?" She says, "Yes." So Ji-hoo says, "That means I was late in coming. I thought I would come and date you." Jeonbi looks at him shockingly, so he says, "I am kidding." Then he says, "Let's go on a date outside," hiding from Junpyo. He leaves from there, laughing. In the next scene, Jeonbi is going somewhere outside and finds a coin lying on the ground, which makes her happy like a child. Just then, we see that Junpyo had thrown that coin, who, seeing her like this, becomes happy and comes in front of her saying, I thought you hated money. Then why did you pick up this coin? So she says, I think this is a good luck sign. Did you throw this? He says, you can keep this as a reward for your honesty. But Jandy, while returning the coin to him, says, you have turned my good luck into bad luck by coming here. So let me go now. But Junpyo says, your luck is very good, and then starts taking her with him. Jondi says, I have to go to work. So he says, leave the job. I will take your responsibility. Jondi gets angry at him. Junpyo still makes her sit in the car and takes her away. Then he brings her to a shopping mall where there are customers. So he sets off the fire alarm and gets everyone out. After this, they both go shopping. Then Song also comes to take Junpyo's part-time job friend along. He lies to her about an emergency. Then when Junpyo comes to a place with Jondi, Jondi sees an airplane and asks, what is this? So he tells her, we are all going on a tour. Jondi says, I haven't informed at home. They all will be worried. So he says, I have told them. So that you don't get bored, I have called your friend here too. Then we see them all arriving there and enjoying. Junpyo tells Jondi about that place. This entire island is ours. Jondi is shocked to hear this. In the next scene, Jondi and her friend have come to a place where they find out about a fortune teller. Jondi's friend forcibly takes her there. That fortune teller holds Jandi's hand and tells her, there is a boy who is your future husband. Her friend says, who is he? Where is he? So that fortune teller says, he is here with you. Then she says, two different men. Something big is going to happen with you. Just then, Jondi wakes up. She sees that it was her dream. She is telling her friend about this when Junpyo comes and asks her to go somewhere. Then Junpyo has brought Jondi to the seaside. Jondi, surprised, says, are you some kind of genie? Junpyo says, what is that? Is he richer than me? So Jondi says, I am talking about the genie from Aladdin. So Junpyo, smiling, says, so that genie can do everything? Jondi says, there are some things that even he can't do. He can't take someone's life, nor can he bring a dead person back to life, and he can't force someone to love him. There is a lot that a genie can't do. Junpyo says, then I am better than him because I can do anything for you. You just have to say it once. Then Junpyo makes Jondi talk to her parents on a video call. After talking to them, Jondi starts crying. So Junpyo asks her, did I do something wrong that you became sad? She says, no, I am very happy. I was just thinking that if my family were also here, they would all be very happy too. Junpyo says, we will come again with your family. Then he says, I made you happy, so who will make me happy? Then he starts taking off his shirt, and Jandy is shocked to see this. Then Junpyo takes off his pants and starts splashing in the water and asks Jandy to come there too. Suddenly, she says to him, Junpyo, stand there. He says, what happened? So Jondi says, there is a snake near your feet. So Junpyo starts running away from there while walking. So Jondi, smiling, says, wow, you run quite fast. Junpyo also understands her joke and starts laughing. In the next scene, everyone is at the seaside. Suddenly, Jondi starts drowning while swimming. Her friend starts shouting for help. Junpyo starts to go for her help, but his fear doesn't let him go. So Jihu goes and saves Jondi. He brings her out. After a while, Jondi regains consciousness. Then later, Junpyo sits in the bathtub and remembers the past scene. Just then, in a flashback, we see him drowning in the water. He is calling for help. Meanwhile, his friend is telling Jandy that Junpyo doesn't know how to swim. When he was a child, his old babysitter had kidnapped him and thrown the car into the river. Since then, Junpyo is afraid of water. In the next scene, Junpyo prepares food for everyone and tells Jandy to eat more food. You are weak. That's why you drowned despite being such a good swimmer. I can't see you like this. In the next scene, Jondi comes to the room, and Junpyo is waiting for her there. Jondi asks him, what are you doing here? Junpyo comes close to her and puts something on her foot. Jondi asks him, you came to give me this? He says, yes. What did you think? I don't do anything with girls without their consent. Then he tells her to close the door and leaves from there. Then at night, Jondi goes to her friend, but she is already asleep. So she comes out alone, where she sees Jihu sitting alone. So she goes and sits next to him. Jihu tells Jandy, I used to come here with Se-hyun. She liked this island a lot. Then Jandy asks him, did you two talk in Paris? Jihu asks her, why did you tell me to go after her? After going there, I realized what a big fool I am. I used to wait for Se-hyun in her apartment all day, so I came back. I have only loved one girl in my life. Then he gives Jandy flowers, but she refuses to take them and starts to leave from there. Just then, Jihu hugs her. Jandy is shocked. Then she comes outside her room, and Junpyo gets angry seeing her. Where were you? I was scared. So Jandy says, I just went for a walk outside. Junpyo says, I thought something bad had happened to you. Jandy then says sorry to him. So he says, from now on, don't go anywhere alone. Meanwhile, Jihu finds Jandy's anklet at that place, which Junpyo had gifted her. The next day, Jandy can't find that anklet. She checks in the room, but it's nowhere to be seen. Outside, Junpyo also asks her about that anklet. So Jandy lies to him. I have kept it in the room so that it doesn't get lost. Otherwise you get angry. Junpyo says, then it's fine. After this, we see everyone enjoying there. Junpyo is playing with his friends. Just then, he sees the same anklet in his hand that he had given to Jandy. He then gives it to Junpyo. It fell off last night. You give this to her. Then, Junpyo gets lost in thought. In the next scene, Junpyo is showing Jandy the whole island in a helicopter. He shows her a place where a heart was made on the ground. Junpyo says, I promised myself that I will definitely bring the one I love here. Then at night, when they return to the hotel, Jong shows Junpyo a newspaper, which has the news of Se-hyun marrying someone. They all become sad thinking about Ji-hoo. Jandy is sitting at a place thinking about Ji-hoo and Se-hyun. Just then, Junpyo comes and asks her, do you love me? Jandy starts looking at him shockingly. So Junpyo says, I can't wait anymore, so tell me quickly. At night, Jandy then goes and talks to Jae-hoo about Se-hyun. Is this really true? She starts crying. So Jae-hoo hugs her. Jandy says, if you are in pain, then I am also in pain. Jae-hoo says, why didn't I find a girl like you? Then he kisses Jin. But Junpyo sees all this. He says, so the truth has come out. He slaps Ji-hoo. Jandy stops him. So he says, you have done very wrong with me, such a big betrayal. I did so much for you. Now I am regretting it. Then Jandy says sorry to him, so he says, I truly loved you, but this is what you gave me in return. Now everything is over, so never talk to me again. The next day, they find out that Junpyo has left from there, so they also come back. In the next scene, Jandy, holding that anklet in her hand, remembers her conversation with her friend. She also had a similar anklet. She says, I bought this from the market, but I have heard that you give this to the one with whom you want to spend your life. Jandy realizes Junpyo's feelings. In the next scene, a school scene is shown where Junpyo comes and announces Ji-hoo is no longer a part of F4. And after 1 week, Jandy and Ji-hoo will be expelled from the school. Everyone is shocked to hear this. Then Ji-hoo comes to Jandy and says, I am always with you. Jandy says, I don't care about leaving school, but expelling you from school in F4 is not good. So Ji-hoo says, Junpyo can do anything, but I will not give up either. In the next scene, Song and Jong try to persuade Junpyo not to expel Ji-hoo and Jandy from school, but Junpyo say, that won't happen. If any of you takes their side, I will expel them from the group too. In the next scene, Yandy comes to Junpyo to talk to him, but he sees her, gets in the car, and leaves. She then follows him on a cycle. He is shocked to see her at his house. Jandy tells him, I need to talk to you, but he says, I don't want to talk to you. She says, but you will have to listen to me once. They both start chasing each other. Junpyo then gets in the car and leaves from there. Yandy is calling out to him. Just then, a car stops near her. A girl asks her to get in the car. Then their car overtakes Junpyo's car and stops it. Then that girl takes out a stick and starts beating Junpyo. Yandy goes out and sees that Junpyo is calling that girl his sister. She tells Junpyo, is this how you bother girls? So Junpyo says, sister, you don't know about her, so don't take her side. Then Junpyo's sister says, sorry to Jandy. Let's go home and talk.
If you like
Junpyo
this
says,
video,
if she
please
goes to
don't
our
forget
house,
to
then
like,
I won't go.
subscribe, and
But his
share this
sister,
video.
Junhui, doesn't listen to it. Then we see Song, Jong, and Jandy with Junhui at the dinner table. The servant says, Junpyo has refused to come to the table. So Junhui says, good, let him stay hungry today, and then tells everyone else to eat well. After eating, she goes to drop Jandy home. So Jandy thanks her. So she tells her, we won't let F4 break up so easily, and I should thank you because you have made my brother a good person. Friendship is support, but love is life. In the next scene, Junpyo gets a message from Ji-hoo. When he goes to meet him, he is watching their favorite movie. Ji-hoo says, we have watched this movie together 10 times. Then he says, sorry to Junpyo. I know saying sorry doesn't fix things, but you will have to leave Yandy. Junpyo says, otherwise, what will you do? So he says, I will save her. Then Junpyo stands up and says, we have watched this movie together 11 times. I never thought that I would do this to my best friend, or he would do this to me. In the next scene, Junpyo orders the principal to expel Jandy and Ji-hoo from the school. When the principal refuses, Junpyo says, then I will fire you from your job here. Just then, Junhui comes and starts hitting him, and says, now you will bother the principal too? If you expel the principal, then I will become the principal here. Then what will happen to you? Then she grabs him by the ear and starts taking him somewhere. Outside the office, Ji-hoo, Jong, and Song are also standing with Jandy. Junhui asks them to come home too. Then, going home, Junhui asks Junpyo, what kind of boys do I hate? So he says, stubborn boys. So she says, the boy who doesn't forgive his friends. So Junpyo says, he is wrong. Then Junhui says, now the decision will be made by a game. Junpyo refuses, but Junhui acts tough in front of him. so he agrees. Then Junhoi says, whoever wins in the game that will be in these 3 balls, their decision will be accepted. Now the first game turns out to be horse riding. In the next scene, we see both of them practicing horse riding. The next day, their competition starts. Then we see Junpyo wins in horse riding. But in the process of taking a shortcut, Junpyo loses his horse. After this, the next competition is car racing, which makes Junpyo very happy. In the next scene, Jeonbi asks Jihoo to back down because he has a phobia of fast driving due to his mom and dad's accident. But Jihoo says, now I will not back down no matter what happens. Then while leaving for the competition, Jandy's friend asks Jihoo, if you lose, everything will change. Do you have any secret weapon? So, looking at Jandy, he says, yes, I have one. Just then, Junpyo is also watching them. Jihoo deliberately hugs Jandy to make him see, which makes Junpyo very angry. After this, both of them start the competition. Junpyo is about to win the race, but the scene of Jihoo kissing Jandy comes in front of him, so his car slips, due to which Jihoo wins this competition. The next competition is swimming, but Junpyo cannot swim, so Song and Jong offer to swim on his behalf. So Jandy says, then I will also participate in this competition. In the next scene, Jandy's parents and brother tell her, you should not be expelled from school, so you should go and apologize to Junpyo. But Jandy refuses. Then when she goes for swimming practice, Junpyo comes to her. He asks her, why have you come to practice so late at night? Why are you working so hard to win? Jandy says, what else can we do? So Junpyo says, don't combine yourself with Jihoo, and then hugs her and says, you just tell me once that you love me and everything will be alright. But Jandy refuses to do so. So Junpyo says, I gave you a chance, now I won't say it again. The next day, the last competition takes place. The competition starts, and after some time, suddenly the lights go out, so it's not clear who won. But Junhoi sees Junpyo going out. Then later, she announces that Jandy and Jihoo have won this match. Jandy thanks Junhoi. Then later, Jihoo asks Jandy to go on a date with him. On the other side, Junpyo, while playing with a robot, says to himself, I have paid Jihoo's debt. Just then, Jom and Song ask, what debt? So Junpyo says, in childhood, I broke Jihoo's robot. Then we see a scene from their childhood in which Junpyo is asking for the robot from Jihoo. Just then, he suddenly falls, and a car runs over the robot, breaking it. Jihoo cries a lot then because it was the last memento of his dad. In the present, Junpyo says, since then, I considered myself indebted to Jihoo, but now I can't break Jeondae like that robot, so I will live without her. The next day, Jeondae is on a date with Jihoo. He makes her go horse riding with him, but Jeondae keeps thinking of Junpyo with him. Later, Jihoo brings Jeondae to his house. Jihoo tells her, I feel very comfortable with you. Jeondae smiles. Then he says, now I understand why Junpyo likes you so much. He starts to kiss her, but Jeondae steps back and engages him in conversation. He says, if Se-hyun hadn't left my life, I would never have understood your value. For me, you are enough now. Then Jeondae says, we eventually meet the ones we love. If Se-hyun wasn't there, maybe I would never have been able to forget you. Just then, she sees that Jihoo has fallen asleep with his head on her shoulder, so she smiles and says, you were my first love. In the next scene, Jihoo comes to Junpyo. He asks him to play a game with him, so Junpyo says, you were on a date with Jeondae, what are you doing here? So he says, the date was just boring, so I ran away. And besides, I was tolerating her because of Se-hyun. She is not my type of girl. I was just passing time with her. Junpyo, in anger, starts playing the game with him. Then he hits Jihoo. How can you pass time with her? Then Jong and Song separate the two. Junpyo says, if you hurt my Jeondae, no one will be worse than me. So Jihoo says, this is what I wanted to hear, for which I had to act. Then he starts smiling, so Junpyo gets angry and leaves from there. After this, they plan and call Jeondae from Junpyo's mobile and tell her that Junpyo has had an accident. She runs to the hospital where he is lying unconscious, acting. His friends are also acting like they are crying. Jeondae holds his hand and tells him to get up. She says, I still had to apologize to you. That day I lied to you that I have nothing for you in my heart. Get up. I have a lot to say to you. She then starts crying. Just then, Junpyo opens his eyes and smiles and tells her, now say everything. His friends also start laughing. Jihoo says, you weren't accepting your feelings like this, so we had to do all this. Jeondae then starts getting angry at Junpyo. Does anyone lie like this? I was so scared. In the next scene, we see Jeondae and Junpyo spending time together. They also eat together. After eating, Jeondae tells Junpyo to go in the car, and herself goes to get the rest of the food packed. When she is about to take the food and leave, the school's bully girls see her and say, are you taking leftover food? Take ours too. Just then, Junpyo also comes there. He sees the fallen food and says, "Whoever did this?" So boy says, "Is this your maid?" Junpyo gets angry at him and says, "Don't make such a mistake again, or you will not be spared." Then he takes Jandy and leaves from there. In the next scene, both are in the car. Junpyo is about to kiss her when Jandy gets a call from her dad. She quickly comes home and sees that her family is having a very nice dinner. Jandy says, "Where did all this come from?" So her mom says, "Junpyo has sent all this." Jandy is shocked to see all this. In the next scene, we see Jandy avoiding Junpyo's calls and messages, but Junpyo, feeling all this, comes to their house himself. He calls Jandy's mom and dad, "Mom and Dad," and asks, "Can I spend the night here today?" Jandy says, "Instead of such a nice house, why do you want to stay in our small house?" But Jandy's mom and dad give him permission to stay. After this, mom makes a bed for everyone in one place. While sleeping, Junpyo tells Jandy, "I am having a lot of fun sleeping with everyone." Then, Junpyo starts talking to Jandy. Just then, Jandy's dad and brother catch him while sleeping. Jandy starts smiling seeing him. The next day, Junpyo wakes up to the sound of noise in the house. He goes out and sees that Jandy's parents have made a lot of breakfast for him, and she feeds him with great love. Junpyo feels very good in their house. Then later, he also goes to take a bath in the sauna with Jandy's dad and brother, where he enjoys a lot with them. Then when they come out, they eat ice cream from an outdoor shop, which Junpyo finds so tasty that he eats a lot of ice cream. In the next scene, Jandy calls Junpyo to go on a date with her friend. Junpyo initially refuses, but on his friend's persuasion he goes, where Jandy's friend's boyfriend seems very strange to Junpyo. He also comes and starts making fun of Junpyo's hair, which makes Junpyo quite angry, but he controls it. Then after some activities they go to eat, where Jandy's friend's boyfriend deliberately angers Junpyo, so he gets up and leaves from there. After this, in the next scene, he goes to get coffee with Junpyo, where at the shop while talking to someone on a call, he says some things because of which Junpyo starts hitting him. Jandy comes and separates the two. She tells Junpyo to say sorry to that boy because she feels Junpyo is overreacting, but Junpyo gets angry and leaves from there. Later, Jandy apologizes to her friends on behalf of Junpyo, so she says, "I don't think Junpyo did anything like that at all. He insulted him so much with Junpyo, but still Junpyo tolerated it because he is trying to be normal for you. Surely my boyfriend must have done something that Junpyo hit him for." In the next scene, Jandy has come with her friend to apologize to her boyfriend because after that day, he was not talking to Jandy's friend. There, they see that boy with a girl. He is talking to her about them. "My girlfriend's friend is dating a rich boy." So that girl says, "Then you should introduce me to him." To which that boy says, "His taste is very bad because his girlfriend looks like a complete child. So I told him that I will introduce you to very hot girls. So he punched me in anger." Then we see a back scene where that boy is bad-mouthing Jandy to Junpyo, which is why Junpyo hit him. In the present, hearing all this, Jandy asks him, "So, you were ignoring my friend for this reason?" He says, "Yes, your friend is not of my level." Jandy, hearing this, gets angry, and after hitting that boy, warns him, "Don't be seen by us after today." Later, Jandy's friend tells her to apologize to Junpyo. In the next scene, Jandy apologizes to Junpyo while giving him an apple. So Junpyo says, "Then first say, 'I am very sorry, Junpyo.'" Jandy, smiling, there, leaves from there. In the next scene, Junpyo has done a very beautiful decoration for Jandy. Seeing all this, Jandy is reminded of Christmas. So she asks Jandy, "I didn't know about a family because I've always been alone. But after meeting your family, I am understanding this. Can I come to stay at your house again?" Jandy says, "Last time, did you come with my permission?" He sits next to her and says, "I want to come there every day to see you." Then they both start to kiss. In the next scene, Jandy bakes many cookies for Junpyo on Valentine's Day, then calls him to meet. Then they both drink coffee at a restaurant where she gives Junpyo those cookies and says, "I made these for someone else, but they got spoiled. They look strange, but they taste very good. Will you taste them?" Then she's about to pick one up and eat it herself when Junpyo stops her and says, "These cookies are only mine." Then he looks at them and smiles. Just then, the sound of a competition comes in that restaurant, in which the couple who holds their girlfriend for the longest time will be given a free mobile. Jandy also asks Junpyo to participate in it. Junpyo agrees for Jandy's happiness. In the end, two couples remain. Junpyo tells Jandy, "This is so embarrassing, I will get you a phone." But she says, "I want to take this very phone." Just then, we see Junpyo's mom there, who sees Junpyo like this. Junpyo also sees her, so Jandy gets down. After this, Junpyo's mom takes Junpyo Junpyo with her. Then Johnny is leaving sadly when
If
she
you
meets
like this
Ji-hoo on
video,
the way.
please don't
He
forget
tells
to
her,
like, subscribe,
Junpyo
and
called
share
me
this
and asked
video.
me to pick you up. Then he drops her at the part-time job shop, but by mistake, those cookies remain with Ji-hoo. On the other side, we see that Junpyo's mom has gathered all the information about Janbi. Meanwhile, Ji-hoo sees these cookies and understands that Janbi must have made them for Junpyo. So he takes them and goes to Junpyo. Junpyo tells Ji-hoo, I am just afraid that mom might do something bad to Janbi. So Ji-hoo says, Janbi is very strong. Nothing will happen to her. Don't you worry. And we are all with you too. In the next scene, Junpyo's mom has come to Janbi's house. She tells Janbi, if you leave Junpyo, I will give you money for it. If this is less, I can give more. Janbi's mom, hearing this, throws flour on Junpyo's mom and throws them out of her house. In the next scene, when Janbi is at her part-time job, her mom tells her on a call that they have been fired from their job. All this was done by Junpyo's mom. After this, they all start the work of selling snacks on the road to earn. From there, Junpyo's mom passes by with Junpyo. She deliberately tells the driver to get snacks. When Johnny goes to give them, Junpyo is shocked to see her. Meanwhile, Johnny is also standing sadly. Just then, Junpyo tells the car to stop and gets out of the car, goes to Johnny, and kisses her. Later, when Johnny tells Junpyo everything, he says, you should have told me. She says, you would have immediately brought money, which I don't like. Leave me to my fate. I will not take any help from you. So Junpyo says, you just promise me that you will not hide anything from me, and no matter what happens, you will not go away from me. So Johnny says, okay, I will not break our relationship because of your mom. Junpyo says, I am very lucky that my girlfriend is such a strong girl. In the next scene, Johnny is looking for a job, but she doesn't find any job. Then at her part-time job, she gets a job offer, for which Jandy comes to that place. Jandy sees that there is no one there. She calls out, and just then the door gets locked from outside. In the next scene, we see Jandy modeling there. After this, those people tell Jandy to wear vulgar dresses. So Jandy refuses, but they are about to do something bad to her. Just then, someone saves Jandy and takes her away from there. Jandy asks him his name, but he says, I will meet you again. Then I will tell you. He takes Jandy's name, hearing which Jandy is shocked as to how he knows her name. In the next scene, Jandy is hungry. She smells something cooking in the school, so she comes to that room where noodles are kept. There is no one there, so Jandy starts eating those noodles. Just then, someone comes inside who is the same boy who had saved Jandy. He introduces himself as Hajai. He is a new student here. He says, you seem like me. So from today, we are friends. In the next scene, Junpyo is about to take Jandy somewhere, but Jandy lies to him that it's her friend's birthday, so she can't go with him. Actually, Hajai had asked her for a job, so she goes. Then she comes to a place with Hajai, where she gets the job of setting up dresses. Many people's photo sessions are happening then. She also sees Hajai getting his photo session done. Then Jandy also gets an offer for modeling. Jandy was not ready to do it, but hearing about good payment, she agrees. Next, we see Jandy modeling with Hajai. Then when she gets the payment, she is very happy. After this, we see them both eating noodles together. Hajai tells her, seeing you reminds me of my brother. He likes innocent girls like you a lot. Jandy asks him, does he study? So he says, no, he stays very sick. I have no one else besides him, so he is very dear to me. In the next scene, everyone in the school is looking at Jandy and Hajai's photo album. Junpyo's fangirls start bullying Jandy, so Hajai saves Jandy and takes her out. On the other side, Junpyo also finds out about her modeling. He goes to Jandy in anger. He sees Jandy with Hajai, so he starts getting angry at her. You were avoiding me because of him? Jandy tells him, it's not what you are thinking. Hajai tells Junpyo, you love Jandy, but you don't know about her problems. So Junpyo starts hitting Hajai. Hajai says, you don't deserve Jandy. Jandy, while stopping Junpyo, says, he helped me when I had no one with me. Junpyo says, what is your relation with him? So Jandy says, I don't want to have any relation with you or F4 anymore. In the next scene, we see Jandy getting a red card from her locker. Just then, Hajai comes to her and says, don't worry, I am with you. She then goes to the class, and her desk is not there. The girls in the class start making fun of her. Then she comes out, and a flower pot is about to fall on her. Just then, Hajai saves her. He says, Junpyo must be doing this. Jandy says, he can't do that. In the next scene, when Jandy is distributing newspapers, Ji-hoo comes in front of her. He tells her, Junpyo can't do that. I have known him since childhood. In the next scene, when Jandy is in the lab, someone throws a gas can into the lab and locks the door. Just then, Hajai comes, breaks the window, and takes her out. Jandy has fainted by then. On the other side, Ji-hoo is calling Junpyo, but he is not picking up his call. Ha-jae puts Jandy to sleep in a room. Then he is about to kiss Jandy when he gets a call from someone to whom he says, "The work is done." Jandy is lying unconscious in front of me at this time. After this, we see that this is the work of Junpyo's mom. Meanwhile, Jandy's friend comes to Ji-hoo and tells him about Jandy's disappearance. Everyone goes out to find her. On the other side, Junpyo is remembering the moments spent with Jandy. When Jandy regains consciousness, Ha-jae starts talking to her against Junpyo. Jandy says, "It's not like that, he is changed." But Ha-jae says, "You leave him and be with me. We are both alike. I will keep you very happy." But Jandy refuses him and is about to leave from there when Ha-jae says, "You will regret this." Jandy says, "He is not wrong. You are." Junpyo has a very clean heart no matter what he is like. On the other side, Junpyo also finds out about Jandy's disappearance. Here, Ha-jae tries to stop Jandy. He forcibly tries to kiss her. Then, Jandy slaps him and is about to leave when Ha-jae makes her smell something, and she faints. On the other side, Junpyo gets a letter with Jandy's picture in it. Someone has tied her up. Meanwhile, after Jandy regains consciousness, Ha-jae says, "Junpyo thinks I have kidnapped his girlfriend, whereas his mom is getting it done." Jandy says, "Oh, so she gave you money to do this?" He says, "If you had agreed willingly, I would have given you more money too, but you didn't agree. Now I will easily take revenge on Junpyo." Jandy says, "What is his fault?" He says, "He ruined my brother's life. If you look at me carefully, you will remember." Just then, Jandy remembers the boy who was about to commit suicide while skating, whom Jandy had saved. Jandy says, "That boy from the rooftop, he was your brother?" He says, "Yes, he has been sick since then." Just then, Junpyo also comes there, so Ha-jae gets his men to beat him up. Jandy stops him, so Ha-jae says, "If you leave Jandy, we will not kill you." But Junpyo says, "I will not leave Jandy." So he's about to hit him with a chair when Jandy comes in front. So that chair hits her, causing Jandy to faint. Then Ji-hoo, Song, and Jong also arrive there, and they beat all of them. In the next scene, when Jandy regains consciousness, Junpyo is in front of her. Seeing him, she says, "You scared the life out of me. If something had happened to you, where would I have got my Jandy from?" At which Jandy starts smiling. In the next scene, when Jandy comes home, her mom tells her crying, "Your dad has been kidnapped by the people from whom he took a loan. Those people are very dangerous. What will we do now?" Jandy gets worried. In the next scene, we see Jandy with Junpyo's mom. She goes and asks her for help, so Junpyo's mom says, "First, apologize to me for that day's behavior." So Jandy's mom bows before her and apologizes, but Junpyo's mom doesn't look at them. Then she pours flour on her own head and apologizes, upon which Junpyo's mom becomes happy and gives her the money. In the next scene, when Jandy comes home, her dad is at home. Jandy's mom tells her, "To rescue your dad, I brought money from Junpyo's mom." So dad says, "Go and return that money to her because she was the one who got me kidnapped." Then Jandy goes to return the money to Junpyo's mom. And Junpyo's mom asks her to leave Junpyo. But Jandy says, "This is our matter, so please don't get involved." Then Junpyo's mom says, "I got your dad kidnapped. From this, you should understand what I can do." Jandy says, "But I promised Junpyo that I will never leave him because of you." In the next scene, we see Jandy and Junpyo skating together.
If you like this
they both
video,
enjoy a
please
lot
don't
together.
forget to
In
like,
the next
subscribe,
scene,
and share this
Junpyo
video.
calls Jandy out. So Jandy brings coffee for him. Then Junpyo gifts Jandy a pendant. He says, "I have specially made this for you. If you lose it, it will be very bad. No matter what happens, we both will always be together." In the next scene, when Jandy is showing that pendant to her friend and telling her that Junpyo designed it himself, Junpyo's fangirls overhear this. Then when everyone is skating, those girls deliberately bump into Jandy and take the pendant from her neck. Jandy doesn't realize it. After this, when Jandy is eating, her friend asks her about the pendant, so she checks her neck, but she can't find it. After this, she gets worried and starts searching in the room, but she can't find the pendant anywhere. Meanwhile, those girls go and tell Junpyo that Jandy has lost the pendant you gave her. Then Junpyo comes and asks Jandy, so Jandy apologizes to him. "It fell somewhere by mistake." Junpyo says, "You always do this. I am the fool who keeps chasing after you. You don't care about me at all." Jandy says sorry to him again, so Junpyo says, "You have hurt me a lot." Then Junpyo also takes out his anger on the ice outside. Just then, his mom sends some people to bring him. Junpyo says, "I don't want to go anywhere at this time," but those people take him away forcefully. In the next scene, Jandy's friend tells Ji-hoo that Jandy has gone to the mountain, leaving this note in which it was written, "I will come back after finding the pendant." Ji-hoo calls Junpyo and tells him, so he tells those men that he needs to use the washroom and asks them to stop the car. Meanwhile, we see Jandy searching for the pendant on the mountain. We are shown a flashback in which those girls tell Jandy, "We think you dropped that pendant on the mountain." In the present, it is very cold there. On the other side, those girls seeing the snowfall say, if something happens to Jandy, one of them says, it would be good. Why did Junpyo give her this pendant in the first place? Ji-hoo overhears these things. Meanwhile, Junpyo tricks his mom's people and runs away from there. In the next scene, we see Junpyo, who finds Jandy lying unconscious on the mountain. He picks her up and starts to take her away. Jandy apologizes to him and says, I will find that pendant. But Junpyo says, I don't want that. I need you. Then he takes Jandy to a place where, after some time, Jandy's condition improves a bit. In the next scene, when they both come to the hotel, Ji-hoo gives Jandy that pendant, and Jandy is happy to see it. In the next scene, Ji-hoo learns from the news that Junpyo's dad is very sick. Just then, he gets a call from Junpyo, so he comes to Jandy, who has come out to meet Junpyo. He asks her to come with him. He tells her that Junpyo's dad is sick, and he is going to meet them. We have a little time, but when they both reach there, Junpyo has already left, so Johnny starts crying. Just then, she gets a message on her mobile from Junpyo. Wait for me. I will be back soon. I love you very much. Seeing this, Jandy relaxes a little. The next scene is shown to us after 6 months. Jandy is swimming, but she feels a lot of pain in her shoulder. When she comes out of the pool, she sees Ji-hoo. He asks her, didn't you get it checked by a doctor? So Jandy lies to him that she did. I am fine, she says. Then Ji-hoo makes a video of Jandy. I will send this to Ji-hoo. He has become depressed after his dad's funeral. He will feel good seeing you. Jandy says in the video, since you left, I miss the fights and arguments with you a lot. I just think about when you will come back to me. In the next scene, Jandy is at her part-time job. Just then, Ji-hoo calls her and takes her to the hospital with him, where after her checkup, the doctor says, you need to get treatment for the injury on your shoulder, which she got while saving Junpyo, as soon as possible, and you can't swim anymore. Hearing this, Jandy becomes sad. Then, Ji-hoo tells her his story. I was the reason for my mom and dad's accident. I accidentally covered their eyes, and they had an accident. My grandpa still blames me for his son's death, so he never comes home. Don't be sad. I am with you. In the next scene, Jandy decides to go to Junpyo. For money, she sets up a porridge stall. No one comes to buy porridge from them. Just then, Ji-hoo, Song, and Jong, all three come there, after which their stall is rushed by girls, which earns her a very good amount. Then, Jandy asks Ji-hoo, Jong, and Song, why did you guys come? So they take her to the pool with them and tell her to swim, after which Ji-hoo says, today is Jandy's retirement ceremony from swimming, in which they all give her a certificate on behalf of F4. Then they wish her the best of luck for going to Junpyo, to which Jandy says, I will be back soon. In the next scene, Jandy has reached Junpyo's country. She reaches Shinhwa's hotel, where she sees Junpyo while going inside. She calls out to him, but he doesn't listen. After this, she also starts to follow him, but the guards throw her out. Then, while wandering, she buys street food and is eating it. Just then, a thief starts to take the wallet out of her bag. A girl sees this and hits him, so he grabs Jandy by the throat. So that girl tells Jandy to bite his hand, at which he lets Jandy go. Then that girl starts fighting with that man. Then she gives Jandy her wallet. So Jandy thanks her, it was very nice to meet you. Then she takes Jandy with her to eat chicken. Then, while wandering at a place, she sees Junpyo laughing with a girl. Jandy angrily starts to leave from there. Just then, she bumps into someone, after which she talks to that girl. But Junpyo sees Jandy and leaves from there. Jandy later thinks, maybe he didn't believe it was me. That's why he left without meeting me. In the next scene, Jandy is looking for a hotel to stay in. Just then, a boy tells her about a cheap hotel and starts running away with her bag. He stops a little further away, so Jandy starts to take the bag from him. Just then, that boy's other companions also come there. They're about to do something to Jandy. Just then, someone comes and starts hitting them. Jandy sees that it is Ji-hoo, Song, and Jung. Then those boys say sorry to them and leave. In the next scene, they are all sitting and talking about Junpyo. After his dad's death, he has become very busy. Now he won't even have time to meet us. In the next scene, Jandy has come out for a walk with all of them. They all enjoy a lot together. In the next scene, Ji-hoo goes to meet Junpyo with Song and Jung. They talk to him about Jandy. She has come here, but Junpyo doesn't react on hearing Jandy's name. He normally says, I don't need her anymore. So Song says, you said you would be with her till the end. So Junpyo says, I lied. She is not a girl of my level, so don't talk to me about Jandy anymore. Song punches Junpyo. Then Junpyo leaves from there. After this, when these three go to Jondi, Jondi asks them, how is Junpyo? So Song says, he has changed a lot. Jondi says, he doesn't want to meet me. Jong says, yes, he doesn't want to meet. Jondi says, I knew it. I just need to meet him once. After that, we will leave from here. In the next scene, Ji-hoo goes and talks to Junpyo. On my request, meet Jandy once. Junpyo says, why are you requesting me? So he says, because I know the reason for your attitude. That's why you should meet her once. In the next scene, Ji-hoo brings Jondi to a place and tells her to go inside and meet Junpyo. Jondi gets emotional seeing Junpyo. Junpyo says, I am very happy in my life, so I don't need you. You should leave from here. Jondi says, you want to remove me from your life? You should have told me this before. Junpyo says, yes, I want to remove you forever. Jondi says, okay, take care of yourself. Then she leaves from there, crying. In the next scene, Junpyo goes to his mom and says, are you happy now? I have done what you said. So she says, is that girl still so important to you? So Junpyo says, yes, you will not do anything to her or I will end everything. In the next scene, Jondi is wandering outside with Ji-hoo. Just then, she is looking at a pair of shoes in the mall. Just then, Junpyo sees her while passing by. Then he gets sad and leaves from there. Jandy is also shocked to see the price of those shoes, and then she goes to the cinema with Ji-hoo to watch a movie. After this, the same girl who had previously saved Jandy also comes and starts looking at those shoes, but Junpyo comes and takes the shoes from her hand. I have already bought these. Then Junpyo's manager tells that girl, can you try on these shoes once so that we can know the size? So that girl wears them, but then instead of taking them off, she starts running away from there. Junpyo also runs after her and catches her and takes the shoes off. That girl thinks, what a crazy boy. In the next scene, Ji-hoo tells Jandy, Jom and Song have gone back to Korea without telling us. So Jandy tells Ji-hoo, we should also go back now. In the next scene, Jandy and Ji-hoo have come to the airport to go back. Then Ji-hoo brings new shoes for Jandy and makes her wear them. These were the same shoes that Jandy had liked in the mall. Just then, Junpyo comes there. He starts yelling at Ji-hoo. So Ji-hoo says, I left her then because of you, but now I will not leave her. Junpyo is about to slap Ji-hoo in anger when Jandy stops him and says, why have you come now? Is there anything left to say? If not, then we are leaving. Then she leaves from there with Ji-hoo. So Junpyo sits there and starts crying. Junpyo's manager, who had brought those shoes as a gift for Jandy, leaves the box there and takes Junpyo with him. Just then, we see the same girl who had saved Jandy's life. She picks up the box. In the next scene, Jandy has gone to deliver food to a doctor's clinic. There, she helps that doctor with the delivery. Then she tells Ji-hoo, I felt very good seeing this. I forgot all my sorrows. I have just decided now that I will become a doctor. In the next scene, Jandy sees Junpyo talking on TV at a place and gets sad. Just then, Junhoi sees her and comes to her. Then we see both of them talking together. Then while going back, Jandy's eyes fall on Junpyo's room. So she goes inside. Seeing it, all the old memories come back to her. So she gets emotional and starts crying. Just then, Junhoi comes and hugs her. Jandy says, I am not okay at all. I didn't think you would forget me so soon. Junhoi comforts her and says, Junpyo will definitely come back one day. You should not give up on him so soon. In the next scene, Song gives Jandy's friend an invitation card for Junpyo's birthday party. He says, you have to bring Jandy there so that we can see how Junpyo reacts. Then Jandy's friend goes and tells her this, but Jandy refuses to go. But Jandy's friend tells her, you should go and tell him what's in your heart. Just then, Junpyo's manager comes to invite Jandy. Madam has told me to invite you. Jandy is shocked to see this. Then we see the party scene where Junpyo's mom asks Jandy to play a song. Ji-hoo refuses, but Jandy says, I will do it. Then she plays the song very well. Then after the song, Junpyo's mom announces Junpyo's engagement, which shocks everyone. Just then, we see that girl, Yoon, coming there, whom Jandy had helped in Paris. Junpyo is also shocked to see her. After this, we see them talking separately. Junpyo's mom says, no ordinary girl can join the Sinhwa group. Just then, Junpyo comes and asks his mom, why did you arrange this engagement? And then he asks Jandy, why did you come here? So his mom says, I invited her. It was your engagement, so your friends had to be here. Just then, Yoon comes and says, this engagement cannot happen without my consent. Then, Junpyo is about to take Jandy aside. I need to talk to you. But by mistake, he has held Yoon's arm. When Junpyo sees Yoon, he is shocked. Meanwhile, Jandy is standing sadly, so Ji-hoo is about to take her with him. On the other side, Junpyo is fighting with Yoon. Just then, Yoon's guards come and grab Junpyo. Meanwhile, while going home, Ji-hoo tells Jandy, Junpyo didn't know about this engagement. This was his mom's plan. But Jandy says, that girl knew Junpyo before. She met me in Paris. Then Ji-hoo tells Jandy, sometimes things are not as they seem, so don't be too disappointed. In the next scene, Johnny meets Yoon at school. Yoon asks Johnny to be friends, so Johnny agrees. Then, Junpyo sees her and says, "What are you doing here?" So she says, "I have come to meet my fiancé." In the next scene, Yoon is eating with Jandy and her friend. She asks Jandy, "What kind of girls does Junpyo like?" At which Jandy becomes silent. While shopping, Yoon also asks Jandy about Junpyo's choice. So Jandy says, "He is lost in himself. He doesn't pay attention to girls' dressings." Yoon says, "Now I have started to like him, so I want to impress him, so tell me about him." So Jandy says, "He is very difficult to understand. He becomes very horrible in anger, but his heart is very sweet. Sometimes he acts like a child." In the next scene, when Jandy comes home, her mom is sitting very sadly, watching the news of Junpyo's engagement on the internet. Her mom starts to look at Junpyo's fiancé, when suddenly the bell rings outside. Jandy's brother sees that Yoon has come to meet Jandy. She gives Jandy's parents many gifts. At night, she also stays in Jandy's room with her. They are both talking when Yoon asks Jandy about her lover. So Jandy says, "He looks like a donkey. When I am with him, I also become a donkey. He is that kind of boy." So Yoon says, "Then he is a very cool boy. Junpyo is like wine, a little bitter and hard to understand, but I still like him." In the next scene, Yoon sees Jandy with Ji-hoo at school and mistakes him for Jandy's boyfriend. In the next scene, Jandy's friend tells her, "I am going on a date with Som." Jandy tries to stop her, saying his record with girls is not good, but her friend doesn't listen. Actually, this is her and Som's plan to reunite Junpyo and Jandy. Jandy gets worried and calls Ji-hoo for help, but he doesn't pick up her call. Then the next day, Jandy goes to Junpyo and asks for help. After knowing all the details, Junpyo says, "Som will never date your friend." Jong says, "It's not like that, she's quite cute." So Johnny tells Junpyo, "We will keep an eye on both of them." Then Johnny follows Song and her friend with Junpyo. They both go to an amusement park and have a lot of fun. Johnny and Junpyo are also watching them there. Because it's cold, Song puts his coat on Jandy's friend. So Jandy says, "What a flirt this boy is. I didn't even know." Junpyo says, "You will die while saving your friend." Then he pulls Jandy inside his coat. So Jandy remembers a past memory and becomes sad. After this, Song takes Jandy's friend to a hotel. So Jandy also takes the room next to them in the same hotel with Junpyo. Song and Jandy's friend are also happy to see them behind them. Meanwhile, Jandy wishes Junpyo a happy birthday. So Junpyo thanks her for the gift that Jandy had sent through Ji-hoo. Then Jandy tells him about Yoon, that she is very nice and has started to like you. Junpyo says, "So what do you want, that I should marry her?" Just then, Jandy goes out to check on her friend. Meanwhile, we see Junpyo's mom in the same hotel. Her manager tells them that Junpyo is there. So she comes near Junpyo's room where she sees Jandy standing outside and starts getting angry at her. So Junpyo comes out and quiets his mom. But his mom is about to slap Jandy when Junpyo grabs his mom's hand and says, "You will not do that, or it won't be good." So mom slaps Junpyo and leaves from there. Then Junpyo's mom's people take him with them. Then Junpyo messages Ji-hoo and tells him to go to Jandy. So Ji-hoo comes to Jandy and hugs her, and Jandy starts crying. In the next scene, when Jandy is in school, she gets a call from her mom. She goes and sees that her mom is very sick. Dad is taking care of her. So Jandy has to go for cleaning in their place. It is a very big hospital. Jandy gets tired while cleaning alone. On the other side, Junpyo's mom tells him to officially get engaged to Yoon. "We will have to do this for the business." Just then, Junhoy comes and tells her mom, "You have already ruined my life. Leave Junpyo alone. You sold your daughter for hotels. You are selling your son for investment. What will you do next?" Mom says, "I think for the betterment of you people." But Junhoy says, "No, you just want to control us. But now let Junpyo live his life happily." In the next scene, Ji-hoo sees Jandy cleaning in that hospital. Then he starts helping Jandy. Both work together. After finishing the work, Jandy brings coffee for Ji-hoo. After some time, Ji-hoo is waiting outside for Jandy to come out of the washroom. When it takes her a long time, he goes inside to check and finds Jandy lying unconscious on the floor. So he quickly picks up Jandy and brings her to his house. Then a doctor comes, checks her, and gives her medicine. After this, Ji-hoo, while looking at Jandy and remembering a past scene, starts to kiss her hand. Just then, we see Junpyo coming to Ji-hoo's house. He sees this scene, gets jealous, and goes back. Then he sits in the car, remembers the past events, and starts crying. In the next scene, Yoon comes and tells Jandy, "Junpyo has said yes to our engagement. I am very happy, so I came to tell you. I am very lucky that you are my friend." In the next scene, Junpyo has come to the amusement park with Yoon. He remembers Jandy everywhere. In the next scene, Yoon comes to school with Junpyo. She tells Junpyo, "You are not romantic at all, so I feel insecure with you." Junpyo says, "What should I do to remove your insecurities?" So she says, kiss me. Then Junpyo remembers the kissing scenes with Jeondae, but he still kisses Yoon. Jeondae and
If you like
Ji-hoo
this video,
see this
please
scene.
don't forget to like,
Ji-hoo stands in
subscribe,
front
and
of
share this
Jandy
video.
so that she doesn't get hurt too much. After they leave, Ji-hoo sees Jandy crying, so he starts cheering her up. Then Jandy tells him, take me somewhere far away from all this. Then we see both of them have come to eat. Just then, Junpyo also comes there with Yoon. She comes to Jandy and says, I missed you a lot. She hugs Jandy and starts smiling. After this, the four of them eat together. Then Yoon says, why don't we all go on a tour? Junpyo refuses to go, but on her insistence, everyone has to agree. Then everyone has come to a place where Yoon shows Jandy a box in the hotel which has couple rings. Jandy says, these are very beautiful. In the next scene, Jandy is sitting by the pool, looking at the pendant given by Junpyo. Just then, the pendant falls into the water due to the wind. Then, she jumps into the pool and starts looking for that pendant. She finds the pendant, but she can't get out of the pool. Just then, we see Junpyo, who comes and takes her out of the pool. Then he starts to bring her to her senses. Jandy regains consciousness and asks, Junpyo, you didn't know how to swim. So he says, now I do. I can't see someone else saving you, so I learned to swim for you. Just then, Ji-hoo comes there with Yoon. Seeing Yoon, Junpyo sits Jandy down. So Ji-hoo takes her to the room. After they leave, Yoon sees Jandy's pendant fall in there, which he starts looking at. Later, Yoon goes back towards the pool to find the pendant, and sees Yoon with Junpyo in the pool. Seeing them so close, she leaves from there. Then, Junpyo takes her with him and puts her to sleep in the room. After this, when he comes out, he sees Junpyo going somewhere. In the next scene, when Jandy comes to her house, her mom is packing things. Then Dad tells Jandy, we have decided that we will go to the village and work. You and your brother will both stay here. Hearing this, Jandy becomes sad. After this, Jandy shifts to a small rented house with her brother. In the next scene, Junpyo has come to Song. He tells him about Jandy quitting swimming, that she had to quit swimming due to a shoulder injury. Junpyo asks how the shoulder injury happened, so Song says, do you remember once a chair fell on Jandy while saving you? Because of that, Jandy's muscles became weak, so the doctors stopped her from swimming. Junpyo is very shocked to hear this. The next day, Jandy sees Junpyo in the house next to her house. He tells her, this is my house. I will live here now. In the next scene, when Jandy comes home after work, her house is in a mess. Just then, Junpyo also comes there. He tells her, this stuff was of no use to me, so I kept it here. Just then, they see Jandy's brother making noodles, after which they both also start eating with him. Junpyo likes the taste so much that he eats Jandy's noodles too, so Jandy angrily throws him out of the house. At night, when Jandy is studying, she hears Junpyo screaming. She quickly goes to him and sees that he was scared of insects. Jandy kills that insect. After this, Junpyo says, can you stay here for a while? So Jandy sits there. Then, after he falls asleep, she covers Junpyo with a blanket and leaves. In the next scene, Yoon makes a bet with Junpyo on video games, in which she wins. So Yoon tells Junpyo, now you have to spend today with me. She brings Junpyo to the grocery market, where they both buy a lot of things. Then Yoon takes all that stuff and starts going to Jandy's house. She tells Junpyo, she has shifted to a new house, so we will take it for her. Jandy is not at home, so Jandy's brother makes noodles for both of them. On the other side, Jandy is with Ji-hoo. Because he has a fever, she takes care of him. When Junpyo waits for Jandy to come back, he doesn't sleep all night. The next day, when Jandy comes home, Junpyo asks her, where were you last night? Jandy is about to tell him at first, then says, this is my personal matter, so why should I answer you? And leaves from there. On the other side, Junpyo's mom finds out about him living in the house next to Jandy, so she comes back. In the next scene, Ji-hoo goes to Jandy's old house to meet her. When he doesn't find her there, he goes to her part-time job and asks about her. So Jandy's friend tells him that she has shifted to another house. After this, when Jandy is studying at home, there is a knock on the door. Jandy goes and sees that Ji-hoo has come with Jong and Song. When someone calls Jandy outside, she goes out and sees that Junpyo's mom is there, who says a lot of things to Jandy. Ji-hoo tells them to be quiet, but she also quiets him. Jandy says, I have not done anything wrong. So she says, then why does Junpyo live in the house next to your house? Jandy says, he shifted on his own will. It is not my fault. She says, I need a favor from you. If Junpyo comes to meet you, refuse to meet him. You will agree. You are a good girl. After this, she leaves. The next day, Ji-hoo decorates Jandy's new house with Jong and Song. Jandy is very happy to see all this. Meanwhile, Junpyo's mom has stopped him at home. Just then, Yoon comes to meet him. He behaves rudely with her. Yoon says, alright, I am going to Jandy's house. I thought I would take you along. So Junpyo gets ready to go. She tells Junpyo's mom, we are going on a date. So Junpyo starts smiling. There, they are all eating with Jandy. Just then, they also arrive there. After this, Jandy's friend suggests playing Truth or Dare, which makes everyone excited, in which Ji-Hoo asks Junpyo a question. If the one you love suffers because of you, will you leave her? Junpyo says, no, I will still keep her with me. Then Junpyo asks Jandy, the promise you made to me, is it still valid? We see a back scene in which Jandy had promised him not to leave him because of his mom. In the present, Jandy says, no. The boy who took that promise and the girl who made the promise are both lost. In the next scene, Junpyo drops Yoon at her house. So Yoon asks him, I have to ask you a question. If you have to choose between love or friendship, who will you choose? So he says, both, because I have not learned to give up. The next day, when Jandy and her brother are sleeping, they wake up hearing the sound of the building being demolished. Jandy goes out and sees some people demolishing their building. They tell Jandy to leave from there. So Jandy understands that Junpyo's mom is getting this done. The next scene is of the station. Jandy also sends her brother to her mom and dad's village. Her brother tells Jandy to take care of herself and leaves. In the next scene, we see Jun-Hui, who starts crying after seeing a picture in an old diary. Then, in a flashback, it is shown that she loves someone, but her mom forcibly married her into a rich family. In the present, she starts crying, remembering all this. Just then, she thinks of Jandy and calls her. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jandy falls on a road and faints. A girl there picks up her phone and tells Jun-Hui her condition. So Jun-Hui immediately reaches Jandy. She takes her home. When Jandy regains consciousness, she gets angry at Jandy. I even told you to call me when you are in trouble. So Jandy says, sorry. Jun-Hui says, now you will have to do as I say. Then we see both of them at the dining table. Jun-Hui tells Jandy, until your parents come back, you will stay here. So Jandy asks, but your mom doesn't like me. So she says, she's not here right now, so don't you worry. Jandy says, then I will stay here on one condition. I will do the work of this house as rent. I don't want to stay for free. Jun-Hui agrees to her words. Then Jun-Hui introduces her to the supervisor of the maids. She will help you. Then that supervisor explains to Jandy about all the work of the house. In the next scene, when Junpyo comes to the dining table, Jandy places food in front of him. Junpyo is shocked to see Jandy there. Then that supervisor tells Junpyo, she is your personal maid. Junpyo is happy to hear this. Then he calls Jandy to his room through the intercom and asks her to bring noodles for him. When she brings the noodles, Junpyo asks her to sit on the sofa. After eating the noodles, Junpyo sees that Jandy has fallen asleep, so he covers her with a blanket. In the next scene, when Jandy comes home, Junpyo asks her to come to his room. When she goes to his room, Junpyo asks her to watch a horror movie with him, and he deliberately acts scared and holds Jandy. After some time, Jandy starts to leave from there, but she sees outside that Yoon is coming towards Junpyo's room. So Jandy tells Junpyo about her arrival and hides in the cupboard. Then Yoon comes to Junpyo and says, I have come to watch a horror movie with you. While watching the movie, Yoon looks at Junpyo, that he has fallen asleep. So she turns off the TV, puts a blanket on him, and leaves from there. After she leaves, Junpyo takes Jandy out of the cupboard and drops her in her room. In the next scene, we see that Yoon finds out about Jandy and Junpyo's relationship. She's getting angry at Jandy. Just then, Jandy wakes up, meaning this is her dream. After this, she becomes very worried. The next morning, Jandy comes to Junpyo's room to wake him up. She tries to wake him up by setting off the clock alarm, but Junpyo hugs her and says, please stay like this for 5 minutes. He says, I can't believe that you are so close to me at this time. Just then, we see Yoon in Junpyo's room, who is shocked to see Jandy with Junpyo like this. Just then, Junpyo's mom also comes to Junpyo's room and is surprised to see Jandy there. Hearing her mom's voice, Junpyo also wakes up and sits down. Junpyo's mom asks Jandy, what are you doing here? Just then, the supervisor comes and says, I brought her here. So Junpyo's mom says, I cannot tolerate this girl in this house. So the supervisor says, I have made her an employee of this house, so only I will remove her from this house. You cannot remove her. So please behave like a chairman. After this, Jandy apologizes to Yoon. So she says, I can understand your situation, but if you considered me a friend, you would have definitely told me your problem. Jandy says, forgive me, but never misunderstand me. She says, I will never misunderstand you, and I will not leave Junpyo either, so that I don't have any regrets later on. In the next scene, Yoon comes to Junpyo's house with her belongings and tells everyone, I will stay here now so that I can prepare for the wedding. In the next scene, Yoon messages Jandy to come to her room. When Jandy goes to her room, Yoon is wearing a bridal dress. She tells Jandy, this dress is my mom's, but it is very pretty, so I thought I would try it on. Then Yoon asks Jandy to make a promise. You will stay with me until the wedding. Due to her insistence, Jandy has to agree. Then the news of Junpyo and Yoon's wedding spreads everywhere. In the next scene, Jandy and all the F4 members have reached Jeju Island for Junpyo's wedding. Jandy meets Yoon there, and Yoon is very happy to see her. Then she tells Jandy, I know you and Junpyo like each other, but I am still not as brave as you to give up on Junpyo. You are very dear to me, but Junpyo is also very dear to me, so please forgive me. You must be in a lot of pain because of me. So Jandy hugs her. In the next scene, Ji-hoo and Jandy are together. He tells Jandy, you have one last chance to get Junpyo. Since I met you, I only want to see you happy, just like you used to be happy before. Jandy says, I will definitely smile again because you are with me. In the next scene, Yoon gets a message from Junpyo. I need to talk to you. When she goes to him, Junpyo apologizes to her. I cannot marry you because this is not a game. I love someone else. Would you still want to marry me? Yoon says, yes. So he says, are you crazy? She says, I know you love Jandy, but I still love you. But Junpyo bows before her and apologizes. Yoon says, no, tomorrow we both will get married at this place. Nothing can be changed. The next day, everyone in the hall is waiting for Junpyo to arrive. His mom then calls Jandy out on some pretext and locks her in a room and sends her picture to Junpyo and tells him to come to the hall, so Junpyo has to go for the wedding. Meanwhile, Yoon comes ready. Then at the time of the rituals, when the speaker tells her, do you have any objection to this wedding? She says, yes, I have an objection, and then apologizes to everyone, I do not want to do this wedding, and leaves from there. Going out, she calls someone and asks about Jandy, and she is told Jandy has been rescued. So she becomes happy. Then Junpyo runs and reaches a place where he sees Jandy, so he hugs her. In the next scene, we see Yoon and Ji-hoo together, where Ji-hoo asks her, don't you regret your decision? So she says, I do, but I couldn't see the feelings for someone else in Junpyo's heart either, so I thought this was the right thing to do. Then she says, I am going to New York tomorrow. You give this pendant of Jandy to her. I understood the meaning of J Love J written on it quite late. On the other side, Yoon has made special arrangements in the hotel for Jandy and Junpyo, which shocks both of them. Then they both have a candlelight dinner, and after this, Junpyo asked her to dance with him. While dancing, Jandy asks Junpyo, why did you choose only me? I'm not that beautiful, nor do I have money. So Junpyo says, I have all that. I just needed a pure heart, which is yours. You always stay like this. Then they both look at the stars through a telescope and talk a lot. He apologizes to Jandy and then says, I love you very much. Then they both kiss. The next day, they are with the F4 members. Ji-hoo later gives Jandy that pendant, then told me to give this to you. Then Jandy goes to the airport with Junpyo to meet Yoon. She is also very happy to see both of them. Junpyo thanks her for all this. Then she hugs Jandy and leaves from there. In the next scene, when Jandy is at her part-time job, Junpyo's mom comes and gets angry at her. We have suffered a great loss because of you. Now I will not spare you. Just then, Ji-hoo's grandpa comes and protects Jandy while scolding Junpyo's mom. He tells her, how can you speak to my granddaughter-in-law like that? I have chosen her for my Ji-hoo, so don't talk about her like this in the future. Junpyo's mom is shocked to hear this. Then Ji-hoo's grandpa takes Jandy with him. In the next scene, Junpyo has come to the park for a date with Jandy, hiding from his mom. Junpyo tells her, this time, even if I have to leave home to protect you, I will still protect you. Jandy says, what are you saying? So he says, my mom will surely do something to you, so I want to be prepared for it in advance. Jandy says, you don't need to do all this. I am very strong, and I have F4 with me, who always help me. While going back home, Junpyo tells Jandy, today was a very good day, like a movie. Just then, Junpyo gets a call from his manager. He asks him to come home. Your mom is looking for you. So Jandy says bye to Junpyo and leaves alone. The next day, Junpyo's mom sees Junpyo with Jandy on TV. In the next scene, Jandy has come on a picnic with Ji-hoo and his dad, where Grandpa tells Ji-hoo, you will have to take responsibility for the clinic and foundation after me. After this, he has brought them both to see the foundation, where needy people are helped and they are also treated. There, Grandpa gets a call from someone, hearing which he gets worried. He tells someone, we have to save the foundation at any cost. Then his health starts to deteriorate, so Jandy and Ji-hoo start to handle him. After this, we see Grandpa in the hospital where doctors are checking him. Jandy tells Ji-hoo, Grandpa didn't want you to know about his heart disease, so I didn't tell you. But with treatment, he will be fine. Then we see that all this is being done by Junpyo's mom. Her manager asks her the reason, so she says, money has no value to Jandy, people do. So now, we will eliminate this problem completely. The next day, Jandy's friend tells her, my dad has been fired from his job. She is crying a lot. Jandy says, he has worked there for 20 years, so how can they fire him all of a sudden? there must be some reason, but her friend doesn't tell her the reason. After this, Song and Jong are
If
talking.
you like this video,
Johnny's friend's
please don't
dad used
forget
to
to
work
like,
in Sinhwa
subscribe,
Company.
and share this
Jun
video.
Pyo's mom fired him from the job because of Jondi and has also caused damage to Ji-hoo's grandpa's foundation. Jandy overhears all this from outside. She is very shocked to hear all this. Then she decides, now I will leave everything and go away. Everyone is facing trouble because of me. After this, she comes to Junpyo's house to meet him. Junpyo is shocked to hear her voice. Jondi asks him to go on a picnic with her. Then they both go out and arrive at the seaside. They both spend a very good time together. Junpyo tells her, I feel like it's my birthday today. I am very happy today. Then he asks Jandy, you have never told me that you like me. I am always the one who tells you. Jandy says, is it necessary to say it every time? Junpyo says, but I want to hear it. So Jandy says, I like you. I tried very hard not to like you. I also tried to forget you, but I couldn't do it. Then she kisses Junpyo. Then, while coming back, Jandy starts thinking about her conversation with Junpyo's mom. And we are shown a flashback where Jandy tells Junpyo's mom, your enmity is with me, so keep my friends away from it. Junpyo's mom says, why should I do that? So Jandy says, I will leave from here. I will leave Junpyo too. I promise you this. So Junpyo's mom says, then this deal will remain between us. Jandy says, yes, but don't think that I am running away scared of you. I am leaving from here so that you don't harm my friends, because I love them very much. In the present, Jandy tells Junpyo to stop the car. Then, she takes out her luggage. Junpyo says, is there any other surprise to give now? So Jandy says, no, I will go by myself now, and after today, we will never meet again. Junpyo says, did my mom say something? So she says, no, I have decided that we will separate now. Thanks for today. One thing has become clear that we are from two different worlds, so I will have to go back to my world. Then Jandy gets on the bus and leaves from there. Junpyo tries hard to stop her. Jandy is thinking on the bus, I wish you were an ordinary person instead of being the heir of Sinhwa Group. Then I would never have left you. Forgive me, I couldn't keep my promise. On the other side, Junpyo is sitting on the road and crying. In the next scene, when Ji-hoo comes home with Grandpa, he doesn't see Jandy anywhere. He finds her letter in which it was written, sorry I couldn't tell you before leaving. You take care of yourself and Grandpa. Reading this, Ji-hoo goes out to find her. In the next scene, we see Jandy has come to her mom's village where her mom tells her, we catch and sell fish here. Then Jandy tells her mom, now I will not go back, I will stay here with you. So her mom becomes sad that Jandy's education is not complete. Meanwhile, after Jandy leaves, Junpyo goes into depression. So Junhoi comes and spends time with him, but he doesn't talk to her either. Then Junhoi is told by her mom's manager that your dad is alive. He also takes her to him. Junhoi starts crying seeing her dad in a coma. And then in anger, she goes to her mom and says, how can you tell such a big lie that dad has died? What was your reason behind this? So she says, I did this for the betterment of Sinhwa Group. I didn't want anyone to question our honor. Junpyo also hears this. She starts to explain to him, but Junpyo doesn't listen to them. He then goes to his dad's room. Junpyo gets emotional seeing them in such a condition. On the other side, when Ji-hoo was watching the news on TV, he sees Jandy. In the next scene, Junpyo's mom calls him to talk. So Junpyo says, you are not